has happened to many Catholic people who have a statue of the Virgin Mary, specifically the mystical rose, at home, that the image suddenly begins to cover itself with shiny flakes of different colors, better known by the Spanish name Escarchas. They appear out of nowhere. They are quite similar to glitter or sequins. The Central University of Venezuela, located in Carrizales, conducted a scientific research project to compare the mysterious shiny flakes and industrial glitter. Today we'll present the fantastic conclusions they got. In first place, the study concluded that in the religious flakes there are many more tonalities than in the industrial glitter. For instance, the glitter has only 2 different tones of green, but the religious flakes have 7 tones. Secondly, the religious flakes are thin, light, and they have their own luminosity. They do not turn when they are under a spotlight. In third place, the religious flakes are adherent, for they attach to any surface. In fourth place, they present 2 sides, a front and an underside. On the other side, the industrial glitter is thicker, with a sandy texture, and it lacks of luminosity. It turns when under a spotlight. It is just a little adherent, and each flake of glitter has 2 identical sides. In fifth place, after a careful examination under an optical microscope, they discovered that the religious flakes contain protozoa, green and blue algae, different fungus, air bubbles, water, and crystals. All of these natural elements always appear static, with no activity at all. They seem as if they were fossilized. On the contrary, the industrial glitter do not have any organic element attached to it. Glitter flakes are made of plastic, and we can readily see the marking of the machine cut. The edges are not solid and they break easily. In sixth place, when they poured alcohol on the religious flakes, did not discolour, but the industrial flakes did discolour up to 75%. When they poured nitric acid on the religious flakes, they did not suffer any change at all. Meanwhile, the industrial ones were completely discoloured. Their size is decreased, and they get little holes and air bubbles. The hydrofluoric acid test was highly important due to the fact that the religious flakes remain unaltered, but the industrial flakes disappear completely. This last experiment shows that the religious flakes are neither made of plastic, nor mica, nor resin, nor metal. They could never discover of which material are the religious flakes made of. In the seventh place, they poured propylene oxide on the religious flakes. They did not corrode, but the industrial ones did. In eighth place, both kinds of flakes received a thermic process, flames, and were incinerated. The religious flakes increased their shine and they did not smell, but the industrial ones lost their shine and smelled awfully. Awful. Now we'll present a research done by the Social and Cultural Research Center of Venezuela to some religious flakes that appeared in a house located at 22 Comercio Street, opposite Sucre Square. This house belongs to the González Acosta family. This happened on November the 7th in 1999, when a statue, Our Lady, the mystical rose, began suddenly to cover itself with silver shiny flakes, but the flakes then appeared on the face, hands, and skin of Mrs. Flor González Acosta. The situation took place in the same moment when this lady placed a bunch of roses in front of the statue of the Virgin. The flowers also covered themselves with the flakes, and overall some other members of these families were covered too. Every time this woman washed herself, the flakes reappeared. There were 2 stamps next to the Virgin, one of Mother Teresa of Calcutta and the other one of Pope John Paul II. The walls of the house were covered with the flakes too, creating crosses and rosaries. This phenomenon lasted until 2000 and disappeared when the members of the family began praying the entire rosary every single day. This family understood that the Virgin was asking for more frequent recitation of the rosary. People can watch, touch, collect, and preserve the shiny flakes. Witnesses normally become astonished, surprised. They feel serenity, harmony, and peace. Roses became a symbol of Virgin Mary in the 5th century. Mystical Rose is a poetic title of Mary. One form of Marian devotion is invoking Mary's prayers by calling upon her using a litany of diverse titles, and the title Mystical Rose is found in the Loretan Litany. Since 1947, the title has also been associated with a form of devotion promoted in Italy by the visionary Pierina Gili, who intuited and promoted a devotion to Mary with 3 roses upon her breast, and a way of practicing devotion to Mary under the title of Rosa Mystica. It was Our Lady Virgin Mary who explained the meaning for the different colors of the flakes to a priest on September 23rd in 1999. Silver flakes. I show you the magnanimity of my heart. You can ask me whatever you want. Golden. I protect the weak ones. I shall heal something moral, physical, psychological, or spiritual. Blue. I announce my proximity to you. I am with you. I am here. Green. You shall receive hope. I will do something. Wait for God's actions. Red. During testing times, you shall offer a sacrifice to me, and remember I love you. Transparent. The humble path will take you to liberation. Be simple and humble, for in those attitudes you will find the expressions of my heart. Aquamarine. I will be with you in your path, even it is very difficult. The golden or yellow rose that appears on Mary's breast means penitence. The red one means sacrifice, and the white one is an appeal to pray. In one occasion, the Virgin appeared with 3 swords on her breast. Instead of the flowers, the first sword means the few priestly vocations. The second sword is caused by ancient people who live in a state of mortal sin, and the third sword is for people who abandoned their religious vocation, their faith, and became enemies of church. Lastly, to conclude, we can say in a few words that first and foremost, the appearance of Escarchas is always unexpected and unpredictable. They cannot be prayed to appear, really up to God as to when and where they manifest. Although the shiny flakes have often been described as glitter, they are not glitter. There are clear differences in size, shape, and texture from the man-made glitter seen on crafts and decorations. In fact, Escarchas are far more delicate looking, and they are organic, natural in composition rather than synthetic, that means artificial. Lastly, the shiny flakes have sometimes multiplied and likewise disappeared after materialization. The shiny flakes are an indication of the Blessed Mother's presence or even the Holy Spirit. May God bless you all. Thanks for watching.